they black
21-year-olds
awareness
aren't
at
conscious?
18. But I feel like they're
They're like NPCs until they're like 25, and then they
yeah,
turn
I
you.
do. I honestly believe that.
Oh my god.
Well, you have a weird belief then, sir.
Dude, have you tried talking to these 18-year-olds? They're fucking brain dead.
Well, an 18-year-old, no, because like but like the 21-year-old partner that I have, all the time, I talk to
I'm
him every
28
day.
now, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Do you have a 20-year age difference between you and your partner?
20 years, yeah.
20? Wow.
Yeah, so she, I was starting college when she was born.
Holy shit. And that doesn't cause any kind of issues between you two? Like, you guys don't have...
Not a
like,
fucking bit.
You know who commit crimes the most? 18-year-olds. They do dumb shit. They do.
Yeah, this one has done some dumb.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But that's why I'm like, why the fuck do I want to like conversate with this fucking like impulsive, irrational?
Hold on a second.
It's kind of funny to watch him like storm around the house and have like the golden retriever energy. Like it's amusing.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
You don't ever feel like you're parenting your partner? Like my partner is 2.5 years younger than me, and there are times where I literally feel like, why the fuck do I feel like your parent right now?
I feel the same way.
Like, why am I teaching you how to do basic shit like put your dishes in the sink and wash your fucking ass? Like,
I mean, no, I've never had to teach them to take a shower or anything like that. But I have taught them things.
Nigger.
I have, for instance, taught them what like a date is supposed to look like, what a human being's respect is supposed to look like. You know, things like that. Cool things.
y'all need to stop taking advantage of little boys, okay?
Well, like, I'm serious. That's not what's happening. Please don't accuse people of that. That's a very serious accusation. Don't do that.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. And you know, so like yeah, like I took her out on her first real date. Like she was like, "Is this what a date actually is?" I'm like, "Well, what do you think a date is?" She was like, "I don't know. We hang out, we smoke some weed." I'm like, "No, that's not a fucking date. That's not a date."
so I think that's more of like a cultural thing than anything else.
I feel like Andrea and I have the same issue. We're both telling our husbands to pick their clothes up off the fucking floor that they just put there.
Oh my god, I'm gonna strangle him today. He left all of his clothes in the bathroom on the floor and just went off to work. And I called him 5 minutes after he left, and he's like, "Hi, baby," and I'm like, "Don't you fucking hi, baby me. What the fuck did you do to my bathroom?"
That's an ADHD thing, I think. My husband is 33 and still does that.
I'm such a hypocritical piece of shit because Ollie and dropped his clothes from work on the floor. I'm like, pick that shit up. I've been cleaning all day.
Yeah, so then obviously this is not an age issue, right?
Right.
Like,
Oh, no,
this is not an age issue. This is just an issue in general. Some people are hyper organized, some people are not.
Hey,
right?
sometimes we get lazy, all right?
Hey, but you know what? And look, so people always will ask me this question, and I will freely admit it. There is a benefit to a younger body.
Oh my god.
Damn right.
Like, I don't know how to say it other than that, but they're, you know, like, it's fun. It's fun. They're very enthusiastic.
Did you want to give us your opinion on the prom? I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna call you Lordy.
What?
Heck, Lordy.
Yeah, what opinion should...
What?
Language barrier, maybe?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. I am so sorry. There's a really bad language barrier there.
Don't understand why people that are in those kinds of relationships are unwilling to admit, like, that there is, like, a physical component that is nice. Like, they always shy away from that. No, motherfucker's 21.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm a slut, right? Like, I got the grinder. I've hooked up with younger guys. Like, a younger guy slides into my DMs and he doesn't act like a complete fucking moron. I'm gonna pursue that. Like, we're gonna do that. But like, there are some guys, and I get what you're saying about like maturity, because there are some guys who are like in their 30s that act like they're fucking 15, and I'm like, why am I supposed to be attracted to you? There's nothing attractive about you. You are so immature. What the fuck?
I think now that we're talking about this, I think I'm starting to see it more of like a mental maturity age than a real age.
Right.
The way you're talking about it, like I've been with so many men. I mean, grown men in their 30s who act like 16-year-olds who don't want to take care of their children and don't want to clean up after themselves and want that mom girlfriend.
Yeah, and it's weird and it's gross and it's annoying. But then you do actually have like these men in their late 20s and their early 30s or even later who are like, yeah, we got to get them right when they're 18, and it's a grooming thing. It is absolutely for them. It is grooming.
I want to address the comment. I'm pretty sure Andy can verify that there is no Astroglide shortage in West Hollywood.
No, none whatsoever. None. Dude, that shit's practically growing on trees down there. You can walk out and pick it off of a tree.
Yes, Sarah.
So let me play devil's advocate.
Hold on. I'm
Hold on one
trying to get this out real quick. So I get what you're saying, Ansley and Andy. I do. I'm just going to say I don't agree with people being considered adults at 18. And you guys may disagree, but that's great because it's an opinion. Back 100 years ago, the age of adulthood was 14, and I'm waiting until they finally realize that no, an 18-year-old or 19-year-old is not a reasonable adult.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
I think that plays a big part in it. I really do. I
understand what you're saying with that.
I think that parents think of like when they think of 18, they think, oh my God, my kid, either my kid has been that, is going to be that soon, or is going to be there someday, and they're absolutely not going to be an adult at that point.
Hold on. No, this is about my experience actually. When I was 18 or 19, I was making bad decisions, as were my friends, and we were not responsible. None of us were really, and I don't know anybody that looks back at their time as an 18 to 19-year-old and like, yeah, I made great decisions.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. To children, right? That is why we classify people as adult versus child. If we're trying to reduce like people's stupid decisions, that stretches into like eternity. Like we have to allow young adults to make stupid decisions too. Whether that's at 18 or 25, it really doesn't make a difference. Like they're gonna make stupid fucking choices.
I mean,
so my point with that was more that I think that there should be a barrier between, again, around the mid-20s, that you should just go, hey, we're not on the same maturity level. They are still making their mistakes, and it shouldn't be with a grown, fully developed adult, because that's a little weird.
I can understand. We can't hear you.
Let's walk this to its logical conclusion. What else should an 18-year-old not be allowed to do? So, should they be allowed to vote?
Hold on. I'm going to cut the mics of everyone real fast just because there is some serious reverb going on and I'm not sure where it's coming from. And then you can unmute one at a time so we can figure that out.
Is it me?
It's fixed now, whatever it was.
Okay. I think
me.
So
Hello.
are we going to take away voting?
Har ko accepté at those vivid paristiyo may sak din.
Nope.
So should an 18-year-old be allowed to vote?
No.
In my personal opinion, I don't think so.
I think that voting age should be lowered, actually.
I actually agree with Amy there, right? Because like these people are participating in societies. Let's try this out. Should an 18-year-old be able to have a job?
Yes.
Sure,
but I don't think
that should get taxed.
You don't think somebody that works for a corporation should have to pay taxes while using?
No, because like if we have a 16-year-old right now, taxation without representation. They shouldn't be getting taxed if they can't vote.
Right, but
they spend money. But wait a second, should the 16-year-old be allowed to spend the money?
Yeah, they worked for it.
So sales tax, usage tax, all of those other things?
Yeah, that's not the same type of tax.
It is. It's a tax. It's a tax without representation.
It's not the federal government coming in and taking part of
It is. It's literally the government coming and taking your money. Just because it doesn't come out of a paycheck doesn't mean it's not the government taking your money. There is no symmetry breaker here.
Yeah, there's state and federal taxes. That's a symmetry breaker, right?
No, a state government and a federal government, a government nonetheless, a government that is taking.
You don't think there's a
money.
difference between a state government and a federal
Not when it
government?
comes to taxation, no.
Yeah, there is, because you can.
Tax.
Yeah, the state tax goes to help the community that you live in, versus the federal tax goes to help people like people on food stamps that you have nothing to do with.
What are you talking about? That is
What
the
are
most
you talking about?
nonsensical thing I have ever heard of. First of all, food stamps help everybody in the community.
No, they don't.
Does,
They only help if you're on food stamps. What are you saying?
Oh my God! All right, I can't. I like the level. I'm sorry. I don't want to say something mean, so I'm just going to disengage from that because the level of ignorance. Oh my God!
You don't know the difference between state and federal taxes, but I'm ignorant.
I do. One goes to the federal government, one goes to the state government, but they are taxed nonetheless, and they do the exact same thing.
They don't do the exact same thing.
They do.
They don't.
Fund society.
Let's move forward. I think
shit.
that there are certain things that shouldn't be allowed at 18, like joining the military. I served. I don't think 18-year-olds should serve.
Nope.
No, they shouldn't.
Definitely don't feel like they should be able to be drafted.
Correct.
Guys, I'm out, but
They
good
choose
debate.
to serve. Thank you
next
so much,
time.
Theo, for being here.
I followed you,
they
Mama.
choose-
Peace.
Thank you. Let me follow you before you leave.
I'm hanging and working. Hanging and working. See how I'm hanging and working and I'm talking and see that? That's good behavior, right? That's what you need to do.
My thing is if it's their choice, that's one thing, but I don't feel that they should be allowed to be drafted and forced to join the military. Obviously, we haven't had a draft in a very long time, I believe, but still.
Yeah, I think that I'm completely opposed to the concept of, like, I'm over that. That should never happen again. But I do think that, like, if you choose to be in the military, I think that you should be able to join the military at the age of 18. But I don't think that you should be able to be sent into battle or areas that are under warfare before
fair.
21. Like, if you want to join, go to boot camp, start your military career, absolutely. 18, sure, go ahead. But we shouldn't be sending those people into battle until after 21.
Right. My other thing is, as you said, should 16-year-olds be allowed to work? Should 18? I have no issue with 18 and 16-year-olds working. My issue is that a lot of people in California put their 6-month-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old in working environments as actors. I don't think child acting should be allowed, period.
Excuse me, Mr. Catman, you need to beat it.
Yeah, no, we're not going to be doing that. Absolutely not. I'm a pedophile. Of course I am. Why not?
Be careful, you can get clipped, and then that shit.
Crazy. That's true. Yeah. No, that was wild.
Yeah, no, that's wild work. I don't know. I think that child actors are like, I think that it's okay, but I think we should build more regulation around it. It's a gray area for me. I really don't know what I feel because I'm incredibly like media centric. You know what I mean? Like movies, shows, these are things I'm absolutely obsessed with, like telling a good story.
I am as well. My issue with it is you see all these child actors grow up, and how often do you see child actors grow up and say, my mom did this to take advantage of me. My dad did this to take advantage of me. They took all my money. You know you know how often that happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like no such thing as a normal child actor.
Right.
Like when they're an adult, they're like batshit. Like Amanda Bynes, look at her.
That's fair.
Britney Spears, look at her.
Hey, watch Lordy.
What happened?
They're making weird comments.
He glored in your comments for calling you a pedo, Mom.
And a racist.
And a racist. Let me go ahead and there we go. Someone did it. It wasn't me.
I did it. I'm working. I'm using the mod.
I was gonna say Andrea's all over it. All up on it.
Ansley, I was just talking about the neurological aspect because I study neurology. I agree that, yes, you should be allowed to make certain decisions. It's not on the 18-year-old. It's on the adult, in my opinion.
An 18-year-old is an adult. An 18-year-old is an adult. An 18-year-old is an adult. The capacity to make rational decisions. And the reason that I know that, the reason that I know that is because nobody questions whether or not a normal 18-year-old should face the death penalty or not. No one questions that because we recognize that 18-year-olds, while young, have the capacity, as a general rule, to make normal, rational decisions.
So does a 16-year-old?
We seem to think that 16-year-olds do not have the capacity overall to make rational decisions, which is why we generally, as a rule, don't try them as adults.
So my question then is what separates a 16-year-old from an 18-year-old biologically or neurologically speaking?
Nothing.
The way in which they make decisions, right? We can demonstrate this. We can determine
you guys a fucking pedophile? I'm fucking all the fucking middle schoolers that I can get my goddamn hands on.
Oh my God,
Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? This has been happening for like the past hour.
All right.
It's the trolls, man. They're out today.
Okay, every 11.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
I'm just gonna I will come back on your panel, but like I don't like there's just I can't.
Yeah, you're soft and you're remedial, so you should probably go.
Johnny,
Well, it's true.
Why are
Person
you?
just said an 18-year-old is biologically able to make rational decisions when we all know that's not true. That's remedial as fuck. It's 20.
All right. Every, do you want to give your opinion, and then we'll go to sorry, and then we can open it back.
Yeah, sure. To answer this question, it really depends on the age of the person you're referring to. At least for me personally, I'm in my 30s. It would be really hard for me to want to date an 18-year-old just because I have lived through a lot. I've done a lot, and I've already had some of those life experiences, and someone who's 18, for the most part, is still getting to the same point I am. Like, I can't see how much I would necessarily have in common with an 18-year-old. You know, I'm married. I'm a parent. I've had multiple jobs. I've been through a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, as long as both people are consenting, I guess it's probably fine.
Okay. All right. I just realized Jay is down there and he was in first, but he's busy at the moment. Oh, Jay, are you available? Did you want to give your take and then we'll go to sorry? Okay. Sorry, did you want to give your opinion? Oh, there it is.
No, I think somebody put me on mute. I didn't realize we were back up on. But how's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain. Now, I was looking at the prompt. It was saying how old is too old to date at an 18-year-old. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I mean, for myself, I know I went in the military at the age of 17. I mean, you should be able to date. You should be able to vote. I mean, you graduate from high school. You should be able to make appropriate decisions. Do most people do? I mean, I would say yes. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Okay.
So how old is too old to date an 18-year-old? You didn't answer the question.
He's saying there isn't any age.
There isn't any age, my friend. I mean, what do you want me to say?
So to those people that think there's no any age, do you think if the age of consent was lowered to 17, or if the age of adulthood was lowered to 17, 15, do you think that people that are okay dating an 18-year-old and they're 30 plus would date those 17-year-olds, even though it's okay?
That's the thing, sorry. Technically, if you want to get, like, legally technical, the age of consent is 16 with a parent's permission. So
yeah, but in some states you can't be 5 years older than them. So if they're 16, you can't be 5 years older than them.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
Some states that there's an age gap of only 4 years allowed from the age of 14 actually up until 18.
Oh, that's so strange. That to me is a little.
So the reason that those laws exist are to protect teenagers who are So if you've got like a boyfriend who's like 2 years older than you and he suddenly turns 18, those laws are meant to protect him so that he's not all of a sudden overnight a predator because you're not under 18 and he now is over 18.
Right, which makes sense.
Yeah, they're not supposed to facilitate like the grooming of children by older adults.
Okay, let me answer the point. I'll say 29 plus shouldn't be dating
wow.
a 18-year-old. So if you're 29 and up, you shouldn't be dating an 18-year-old because I feel like the age of consent was lower, or if adulthood was 17, you'll still date that person. Shit. The lowest I ever dated somebody, I was like 24 and she was 19. I still talk to her. She was 19. She just turned 20. But when I first met her, she was 19. I was 24. No, I wasn't 24. I was 25 and she was 19 and she just turned 20. Yeah, that's okay. But for somebody that's like 29 and up,
Hello, Joe.
For somebody that's like 29 and up, you're not. I'm going to see you as a PDF because I believe that if you were to date an 18-year-old, you would date a child.
Okay.
Can I give a devil's advocate take on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So it also depends on the age of the person, where their like mental maturity is at. Because just because somebody is like you said, 29 or up, it doesn't mean they're mentally a 29 and up person. It may be, a 30-year-old with the mindset of a 20-year-old.
That just means they're mentally challenged, but the fact still stands that they're 30 years old, 29 years old. You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, somebody said I lost connection.
Oh, it was Sarah. She's fine.
Oh.
All right, Joe, did you want to go ahead and give your take on it?
What is? I'm a little confused. How old is too old? What does that mean?
How old is too old for
Would you be
somebody
good with a 50-year-old dating an 18-year-old or a 70-year-old dating an 18? Like, what age is like, all right, that's a little too old?
Well, at a certain point, their health starts to give out. Like, they can't walk anymore.
Or even a 35.
So they won't be able to like.
That's the thing, is like, what ages are you kind of looking at it sideways?
I mean, at a certain point, they can't really date properly. So I'd say, once their health starts to go out, they can't really properly take her on a date.
Okay. And
like he might be in a wheelchair, or he might be in a nursing home. Maybe he's got dementia. So at a certain point, he can't take her on a date anymore.
Okay.
Hey, I want to say something. Did you know that Elon Musk had a kid with Elon Musk's dad had a kid with his stepdaughter? Like, how do you feel about that?
Oh, what about, Elon Musk? Okay.
No, his stepdad, Elon Musk's dad had a
Is the prompt more about like how old until they can't do it anymore, or like?
No, it's.
Are you guys trying to say that like older people shouldn't date younger people?
That's what it is. What do you think is like socially and morally acceptable?
Are you an adult at 18?
You are.
Yeah, but you're still a kid.
Could they change that?
No.
Yeah, you're an adult legally, but you're still a kid. In some people's eyes. Like, I think an 18-year-old is still a kid.
Don't we send 18-year-olds off to war?
Yeah, but they're still kids.
Yeah. So is it okay to have child soldiers, but you can't date?
I think
I never
you're
said it was
saying
okay
so
to have child soldiers.
Hold on. Let's go ahead and get Echo's opinion, and then we can open it to that conversation.
Hi guys. My age is 20 for TikTok. As far as my opinion on the prompt, I think any older than like 25 is going to be a problem for me, just because at that point you are drastically brain development wise way different from your partner, way more mature, way more capable of making rational decisions. I would say after the age of 25 where your brain is fully developed, then you probably shouldn't find any compatibility with an 18-year-old.
Okay. And you guys are good to have an open discussion.
So isn't it a little infantilizing? So say that, an 18-year-old is, not mentally developed, can't make their own decisions, can't think properly. Then at the same time, we're willing to send 18-year-olds to join the military. We send them off to war to kill people.
I have a question. I have heard that. Hold on. I have heard that word multiple times today. I have no idea what that means. I've never heard it. What is infantilizing?
When you treat somebody who is an adult, when you try to diminish their intelligence and their mental capacity and make them seem immature. Infant, like you make someone into be an infant.
Joe, how old are you?
Okay.
I'm 18.
So,
how
my response
too old to date an 18-year-old? Oh, I'm 18. That's fine.
My response to that is whether it's infantilizing or not, it's still, the data still shows it's still true. I don't agree with sending 18-year-olds to war the same way that I don't believe that if you're going to be an adult, you should have to wait 3 more years to drink.
Joe, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Not you, Joe. Joe.
I think he's doing something at the moment.
Yeah, whatever age he is, do you think, I just want to know, do you think you have the same mindset you have now at 18 than you have now? So, when I was 18, I was dumb as about to rock, so.
Wait. How old are you guys?
Everyone is
I'm 26.
32. Because I'm 18.
I like to ask people a lot because I have these conversations a lot with people. Something that I like to ask is, what is the difference between an 18-year-old that was 17 yesterday?
Nothing. There's no difference.
What is the cognitive difference of those two people?
No difference whatsoever.
Society has to have a point in which we consider a person an adult, and that person now has not just the rights of an adult, but also the respect of an adult and the responsibility of an adult.
Well,
so if you don't think it should be 18, when should it be?
Hold on. I'm not.
It should be 21.
Sorry. Guys, give me 1 second. We're going to let Post Office and Nikki give their opinions first, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it.
Hi.
What's up?
Post Office, you can go first. You were here first.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much, Nikki, for being so respectful.
All right. So how old is too old to date an 18-year-old? I don't think you can, because they're both adults. I think you could, it's never too old to date an 18-year-old. And I think that people clutch their pearls a lot when it comes to this because of the fact that people have just been, we tend to infantilize adults now, unlike we did it in the past, where, people still consider 18-year-olds to be their children, to be kids, and even 25-year-olds, even 21-year-olds. And when you're an adult, when I was 18, if I met someone who was in their 40s and I found them attractive, I mean, you think I care what other people actually felt? If I'm an adult, I should be allowed to make bad decisions, even if those decisions are not going to be good for me. Because
you acknowledge it's a bad decision.
What was that?
But you acknowledge it's a bad decision.
Oh no, I'm not acknowledging it's a bad decision. I'm just saying that I'm more commenting on the idea that other people should determine how the decisions that I make based on their own personal feelings about the decisions that I make. But yeah, I'm just gonna stop there for now though.
Alrighty. Nikki, did you want to go ahead?
Oh, sure. Hi, everyone. How are you doing?